Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Kevin, thanks. Anthony Davis was among the top candidates for last season's Defensive Player of the Year award. AD said he takes pride in his defense, adding, "Anytime guys feel they can score it on me, I take it personally." Kevin, it's going to take an awful lot to get your shots up over the brow. Back to you.
Sure does, DA. Thank you so much. Both teams tonight, Greg, love to push the ball up the floor, even off made shots.
You know, trying to find an opening before the half-court D can set up. I think you're going to see more and more of that every year.
I agree. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Caldwell Pope out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Drummond in at the center, filling out the middle. And for Phoenix, Booker and Bridges are the wings. Then there's Ayton. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Craig in at the power forward position. So the Lakers win the tip. Pass to Schroeder. Now Drummond. Davis finds James. Just 5 on the clock. Kicks it out to Schroeder. A three-pointer, no good. And it's Paul with the ball for Phoenix. Passes it to Craig. Booker in the corner. Lets it go from deep. They get it back. Ayton. Not going to go that time.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
To the inside. It's tipped. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Boy, that was a momentum killer to start last season, wasn't it, Greg? 25-game suspension for DeAndre Ayton.
And he sprained his ankle in his return game. The Suns at full strength, able to win some games. He's obviously a huge part of their future.
Now here's Schroeder. And there's the pass to Caldwell Pope. Clock at 6. That one misses. So Phoenix will take it the other way. James with it. He's picked up by Paul. Lays it up off the glass.
Oh, you gotta love the intelligence of James. He understands the game like few others. I mean, spots the open man with ease.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. That's tipped and stolen by James. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Love watching James show off his muscle. No one getting in his way. The D can't stop him.
And LeBron James still the face of the league as he goes into his mid-30s. The impact he's had on this sport is really immeasurable.
Come on, GA. I mean, he's one of the most recognizable athletes in the world. I mean, it's scary to think LeBron can still turn it on and take over when he needs to. And you know what? Playoff LeBron is a very real thing.
Free throw good, LeBron. You know, even though LeBron doesn't go 100% every minute of every game in the season, GA, he still knows when to turn it on.
And for someone at his age, that is something you have to know how to do. You can see when LeBron kicks it into that next gear. Can't keep it on all the time, but he's still able to take over when he needs to.
Davis, the pass to Schroeder. Paul with the steal. Fast break, here come the Suns. Paul's running over James, and the Suns miss again.
Their focus next trip has to be getting a high-quality shot. I mean, they don't want to start the game 0 for 5.
Here's Drummond. Some solid defense from Ayton.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup. That'll get the whole team pumped up.
No good from Booker.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
The D hanging tough and stopping what would normally have been easy layup.
Now here's Paul. Ayton at the elbow. Kicks it to Booker. Fades away. And the shot goes in.
The quick, clean shot there from Booker. Strong mechanics give him great accuracy.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And basketball in the blood for Devin Booker. I mean, his father, Melvin, started at the University of Missouri and played pro ball. Started in high school. Devin trained with his father, trying to follow his path.
Platoon swap here for Phoenix, and Los Angeles with some changes. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Pass to Kuzma. Outside Gasol. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Kuzma. Latrey, the offensive rebound. Johnson with the block. And here comes the break. Payne passes to Crowder. 1:21 left to play in the first. Johnson. And that one hits back iron.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Kuzma, right side. Pass to Harrell. And he lays it straight in.
Guys, not much more a defender can do in that situation. Harrell with the focus and the strength to just power through the contact.
Now here's Payne. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And it's in there.
Even from that range, the floater is one of the toughest shots in the game.
They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Caruso looking for an opening. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Payne dishes to Galloway. Sharge up top. 17 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Caruso. It's over Payne, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Lakers on top. They're up by 5. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Well, Greg, we know he's already a solid scorer, but Kyle Kuzma spoke to us before the game about evolving his game.
Biggest area of growth would definitely be on the defensive end and my playmaking ability. This year, I'm just trying to be a consistent defender, find my teammates because I have so much attention offensively. So, I think those are 2 areas.
Now, having played with superstars, Kuzma is learning what it takes to win.
He's getting only so many shots per game, so I applaud him for finding other ways to contribute to his team with an eye toward the greater goal.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
We've got Jay Crowder paying out there with Carter. Then it's Johnson, and it's Kaminsky in at the 5, patrolling the paint. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Here's Horton Tucker. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Stolen by Carter. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Johnson can't hit.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know
but,
it.
You know, I think, yeah, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, and sometimes it's the most subtle moves that make the biggest difference.
A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Ayton, he's checked in for Jay Crowder. Bridges comes in for Johnson. Booker, he's checked in for Carter. And Chris Paul's subbed in for Cameron Payne. Now here's Schroeder. Davis, the pass to LeBron. Back to Davis. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Davis has got the lead up to 5 now for the Lakers.
And for everything that Anthony Davis does on the floor, you can't forget about his defense. Still an elite level defender, guards multiple positions and turns away a number of shots.
To the paint, here's Caldwell Pope. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
To the right side. Ayton kicks to Booker. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Andre Drummond picks one up, and Davis gets a lot of blocks without getting in foul trouble. About a 1-to-1 ratio for him in his career.
Incredible. And he's done a great job of learning how to go straight up, playing vertical. Gets blocks, but doesn't get pulled out of position. Does everything you want from a defensive anchor.
Free throw good, Booker.
An accurate shooter from all areas of the floor. Booker has the confidence needed to dominate on offense.
Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Phoenix. Both good from the line that time.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
Schroeder looking over the floor. That one, no good. Now the Suns take it the other way. Passes to Bridges. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Back to Paul. 3-pointer. Offensive rebound. And Davis sends it back.
You see how the Browns led the league in swats. Not only the wingspan, but the awareness, reading the game.
And it's Schroeder missing.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jump.
From 13. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Andre Drummond picks one up.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Saric comes in for Mikal Bridges. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Paul. And the Lakers also making a change. Marc Gasol has checked in for Andre Drummond. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Caldwell Pope outside. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got his third assist on the night.
And Caldwell Pope can be a volume three-point shooter, meaning when he gets a lot of attempts from there, he can fill it up from downtown.
No good from Booker. Lakers leading by 5. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Caldwell Pope's got 7 points for the quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Booker left side. And the dunk by Booker.
Excellent footwork there. Booker so tricky on the drive. You can't predict what he's going to do.
James outside. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. LeBron's got 5 points so far. Now Booker, 6 points for him. Ayton finds Booker. Inside, and Ayton throws it down.
There's no reason you should leave someone open around Sark. I mean, that's just asking for trouble.
Schroeder against Ayton. Schroeder passes to Davis. And the rejection by Ayton. To the middle. That one's in there. The Lakers lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Galloway.
I mean, you got to respect the guts of Galloway. I mean, at 6'2", it's great to see him capitalize inside.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Lakers lead by 3. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Contavious, you've been able to produce easily and efficiently in the first half. What's enabled you to keep it going?
I'm just moving on the offensive end and just finding an open spot. They turn their heads a lot, so I'm just trying to get to the open spot and then knock down a shot. Either I'm cutting to the basket or spot up for the 3.
Been on a roll so far. We'll see if you can keep it up. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. They didn't stop fighting in the second quarter as they maintained most of their first quarter lead and now lead by 3 at the break. What'd you think, Kenny, about what we saw from the Lakers?
The hostile environment in this building has not been an issue. They've come in here, they focus like they would be at home. And it says something about the character of the team. You need to block out the crowd and just play your game.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Phoenix?
You know, they haven't shot the ball very well. Not nearly enough quality looks. Right now, this game could easily come down to shot selection and how they run their offense. They need to keep the ball moving and generate better looks.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And Tavius Caldwell-Pope really making a difference here.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So the Lakers 5 right now. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Drummond in at the center position. Now here's Caldwell-Pope. Devin Booker missing his last shot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Devin Booker.
And Caldwell-Pope is a guy you cannot leave open at any time. He's just a very good shooter from any spot on the floor.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Caldwell-Pope.
And see, Webb, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope changing his approach before last season. He knew he wouldn't need to take on as much of a scoring responsibility.
Yeah, and what a team player, GA. I mean, KCP rededicated himself to defense. He tries to do more with less touches now. And that's the mindset you need to have playing with stars going for a championship.
Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
and now
kidding.
He's an all-star
No
last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son's a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. And Caldwell-Pope gets the basket.
Well, with as much defensive attention as AD gets, the passing lanes will be open for him, and those are the passes he needs to make.
Here's Craig. Throws back up, and Davis sends it back. James outside. But they'll get another chance. Schroeder kicks to Drummond. Schroeder outside. Offline with his 3. Suns trail by 6. Paul for 3. It's rebounded by Schroeder.
Only 1 for 5 to start the half. I mean, whatever adjustments they made at halftime weren't the right ones.
And as he's aged in the league, Anthony Davis's offense has changed. It's now much more of a face-up player.
Well, and that's where his game's been headed. His shot has improved, and he can step out to the 3, facing up and letting him use his burst. Lets him maximize what he can do.
Shoot 2.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis.
One of my favorite bigs in the entire NBA. When Anthony Davis is on the floor, it's appointment viewing only.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. And both free throws good for Davis. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they might be pressing a little. I mean, forcing some things. This is a good opportunity to calm everyone down.
It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Suns. 8-point game. There's the pass to Crowder. And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That's his first foul. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Payne looking around, 6 to shoot.
That shot was affected by AD's crazy limp. I mean, it allows him to challenge shots. So difficult to score on AD. It's still early, but a 1-for-4 start to the half, that's a bad sign if you ask me. If they've got a can't-miss play, now's the time to break the glass and pull it out.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Caruso. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
It's his first trip to the line.
Looking back to last season, he was at about 73%.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. Saric has checked in for Frank Kaminsky. And the Lakers also making a change. Schroeder's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I'll tell you, Kevin, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
Oh, the defender plays tough, but Davis is tougher. Plays through the contact with authority.
Suns trail by 10. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Sharks trying to break free, and he gets the bucket. Payne's got his second basket of the game.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Kuzma outside. Caruso, the pass to Harrell. Schroeder outside. And he banks in the layup. Schroeder's got the lead back up to 10 now for Los Angeles.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen. Defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Good ball movement here by the Suns. Crowder against Davis. Outer dishes to Carter. 5 on the clock. Over Davis. Off the left rim and out.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And finished off by Davis.
Oh, the timing on the play is exceptional. Davis arrives right on cue. Slam it in.
There's 42 seconds left here in the third quarter. Floats it up for Saric. And slam dunk by Saric.
He's a better athlete than some give him credit for. Saric is capable at finishing off these alley-oops.
Crowder against Davis. It's over Crowder. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Jay Crowder.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And Los Angeles with some changes. Andre Drummond's checked in for Montrezl Harrell. James comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Alex Caruso. And both free throws good for Davis.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Booker looking around. Fires at the elbow. Unable to get that one. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Los Angeles on top, up by 12. And we'll return shortly. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Booker and Bridges are the wings. Then it's Chris Paul. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. And it's Craig in at the 4 slot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Here's LeBron. And LeBron throws it down.
James is just remarkable, showing no remorse when he's attacking the rim.
Suns trail by 14. Paul outside. No good that time. And the Lakers take it the other way.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Well, you really like seeing Caldwell-Pope earning these calls on the shot. I mean, it makes him that much more difficult to guard.
Taking 2 shots. Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And Caldwell-Pope drops them both. Suns trail by 16. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Paul. On target from 13 feet.
And Paul is so nifty at getting his shot off. I mean, even when being crowded defensively.
And here is James. Pass to Morris. Schroeder, left side, just 5 to shoot. 13 feet away. Phoenix grabs the miss.
That's high-quality defense right there. Reading the situation, reacting, and making that a very tough jump shot.
Lakers leading by 14. Pass to Caldwell-Pope. Down low, here's Drummond. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Booker against Caldwell-Pope.
He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
Schroeder outside. Bobbed up there for Drummond, and it's Drummond with the jam.
Man, the mobility of Drummond is important to his team. When the ball is lobbed this way, it's game over for the defense.
Ball kicks to Bridges. Ayton with it. He's picked up by James. Ayton, the pass to Booker. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Such an active shooter. Love how Booker gets defenders to try and be physical with him.
At the line for your Suns, Devin Booker. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Johnson, he's checked in for the Suns. Anthony Davis is checked in for the Lakers. And he makes the first but misses the second. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. The shot's good. James has got 4 points this quarter.
Oh, powerful presence on the court. It's hard to match James' strength inside.
1:57 left to play here in the fourth. Passes it to Ayton. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Ball kicks to Booker. Looking to get back on track here. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
And what a baller Booker is, capable of torching you from any spot on the floor.
James dishes to Drummond. Booker against Caldwell Pope. Bounce pass Schroeder. And the pass to Davis. From deep three-point range, and the Lakers get it back. And it's Drummond missing. Suns trail by 17.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Los Angeles.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Anthony Davis.
You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Dennis Schroeder.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
There must be something about playing in a hostile environment that drives him. He is really fed off that. Here's Horton Tucker. Outside Matthews. Looking for Gasol. He gets it there. That one goes. Count it. And the Lakers lead by 17.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team. I mean, they proved it with this win.
Now here's Kaminsky. Smith. And the dunk by Smith.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it has to be frustrating to catch fire when the game is already over. I mean, it's not the outcome they wanted.
Here is Matthews. Pass to Dudley. The three. He doesn't hit that one. Crowder goes in. Smith kicks to Galloway. Pass to Crowder. Now here's Payne. Back to Crowder. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, you have accomplished so much in this league. How have you sustained it for this long?
You know, it's only a select few. It's not many who make it to this point, and I would never take the game for granted. That's why I try to give everything I can till I can't give no more. And I've been around some great players, great coaches, great organizations, and for me to have this opportunity right here means a lot, and I'm very humble.
Well, we appreciate all the work you put in, man. Congratulations. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Tries to throw us some, but we made them fumble like, no, you ain't getting that pass off. Been a block now, I'm taking my mask off. Like we race the speed off in them foreigns and leave tire marks on the asphalt. It's gonna be you want your you like front. Another day, a new chain or all this ice got me freezing like Jack Frost.
That boy, that's his fault. If you played it, you like, we can crash out. When I up and hit, better and BOI pulling them bands out. Rockstar from the block, I stand out. Came from nothing, I put my advance on. When I hit the game with my flow, 3-0.
The view high above our broadcast location tonight, the Staples Center in Los Angeles. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. And our broadcast team tonight, Greg Anthony here to my left and Steve Smith to my right. And the Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, along the sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thank you very much. Last season, the Lakers duo of LeBron and AD became the first duo of Lakers starters in the All-Star game since Shaq and Kobe in 2013. It was, as we all expected, a perfect pairing. And LeBron said, it's getting better as the days go by. The more time you spend together having the same goals, the same drive, it organically happens. I don't know about organics, I just know that those two are scary for the rest of the league. Kevin?
You're right, Dave. That is scary. Thanks for that one. Short a rotation player. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Booker and Bridges are the wings. Then it's Chris Paul. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. And it's Craig in at the 4 slot. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Caldwell Pope. And it's Drummond in at the center position. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt. Yeah. And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
Now here's LeBron. Caldwell Pope with it. Back to LeBron. From outside, off the mark. Bridges, no one around him. Sinks the triple.
And that's going to happen. Paul recognizes the imbalance in the defense. Delivers a perfect pass.
Caldwell Pope outside. The pass to Davis. LeBron outside. From outside the arc. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond.
Yeah, just not on the same page. Unfortunate, wasted possession.
And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. It's a 3-point game. Steve, one thing I always think of when I watch LeBron, how much fun it must be to be a teammate of his.
You know, Kevin, I wish I could have played with a guy like LeBron James. You get so many open looks and easy finishes with him on the court. One of the easiest superstars to play with, bar none.
An accurate shooter from all areas of the floor. Booker has the confidence needed to dominate on offense.
First one falls for him. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Schroeder passes to Drummond. Davis kicks to James. From deep. And again, the Lakers no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Booker up top. Pass to Paul. The high post shot. And it's LeBron James with the rebound.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
Oh my God, they can't buy one. 0 for 4. Sometimes this happens.
Inside. Here's Ayton. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
And padding that field goal percentage, just hard to stop Ayton when he gets the ball that deep.
Caldwell Pope outside. Loads it up for Davis. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Frustrating beginning for them, but we have a long way to go. Now they just need to string together some buckets.
Here's Craig following the basket by Anthony Davis. Caldwell Pope outside. He feeds it to LeBron. Lakers passing it around, and Davis throws it down.
More of a score-first point guard, but Schroeder doing a good job of finding the open man.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
So both teams making some changes here. Suns leading by 3. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in.
I like it. That's a great battle at the rim. He just couldn't finish.
Pass to Horton Tucker. Now Kuzma, defended by Crowder. Pass to Caruso. Harrell trying to free himself up. Caruso, no good. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Phoenix. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on LeBron James. This is his first free throw of the game.
And last season, he was successful 81% of the time when he went to the line, so he didn't waste a lot of opportunities.
And that one falls for Johnson. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
Lakers trail by 5. The pass to Horton Tucker. Here's Caruso. Kuzma outside. Kicks to Gasol. It's deflected. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
5 to shoot. Harrell, that's good.
And this is Harrell's game, a skilled interior player who plays with tenacity.
Phoenix leading by 3. Johnson outside. He kicks it to Crowder. Pass to Payne. Rejected by Gasol.
Love how Gasol patrols the court, always on the lookout to reject the shot.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee.
Payne can't hit for Los Angeles. They've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. And here's Kuzma. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Caruso. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Phoenix ahead. They're up by 1. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And earlier we got a few words from Marc Gasol regarding his former teammate in Toronto, Kawhi Leonard.
The way he plays defensively, you know what he stands for, and how competitive he is. I mean, I don't need somebody to bang his chest or like scream or like be one of those guys to know if you're competitive or not. Like, I think that's the way he is, and I respect that. And he's actually a really good, teammate and vocal and speaks when he needs to speak.
And of course, Gasol and Leonard won the championship together in 2019, largely, Greg, because of their ability to play defense and get stops.
And 2 former defensive players of the year on the same team. That's going to be your foundation. But both guys were tremendous at the other end as well, albeit in different ways.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
We've got Markieff Morris. He's out there with Kyle Kuzma, and it's Horton Tucker in at the 2. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns. When Kuzma first entered the league, the Lakers were a rebuilding team. Now, Greg, he's one of the more experienced pieces on this team.
And Kuzma's made the most of it, switching to a learning role, tries to absorb as much as he can from the vets, and he does everything he can to pick their brain and improve on those little things in terms of championship caliber basketball.
The Suns leading. Bridges passes to Paul. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Caldwell Pope outside. And Davis throws it down.
You won't find a much better alley-oop partner. AD flying to the rim.
And here are the Suns now. Booker left side. And that one good.
and playing with a lot of fire now. They had a tough start in that first quarter, didn't shoot it well, but didn't let that discourage them, and now they're showing what they can do offensively.
Now here's LeBron. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Bridges misses. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Trailing by 2.
And to think LeBron in high school was recruited by some D1 colleges to play wide receiver, boy, what a downfield target he would have been.
Lakers shooting their first free throws of this game.
At the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Reggie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
Now, here's Bridges after the miss from Andre Drummond. To the inside, Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Now here's Drummond, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Lakers shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. And he makes the first.
The great thing about Anthony Davis, he's efficient. He shoots a great percentage from the field and from the line, and he doesn't turn it over.
And both free throws good for Davis. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. On the wing, Booker from 20 feet out. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 3 assists in the game.
And what a baller Booker is, capable of torching you from any spot on the floor.
Now here's LeBron. And LeBron throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. You know, Steve, one thing you admire about LeBron, how he shapes a possession for his team. He'll create situations where he gets a mismatch or helps his teammate find one.
You know, Kevin, LeBron will use his high screens to just kind of shuffle defenders, make them think. Once he sees an opportunity, he'll pounce all over it. You can see him do this the most at the end of close games.
Craig can't get it to go.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
He'd like to have that one back. That's easy money.
Bridges dishes to Paul. 59 seconds left in the first half of the game. He gets it in there. Ayton's got 4 this quarter.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
The Lakers trail. LeBron outside. finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
You know, not many people want to step in front of LeBron. Once he gets up a full head of steam, can't say I blame him.
Passes it to Paul. From 10 feet out, and the jumper is on the mark. And the Suns lead by 2.
With Paul's skills, whether it's off the dribble or off the catch, the mid-range area is money.
Schroeder finds Drummond. Ball's knocked loose. Davis with it. Bridges covering. Shot clock at 6. Here's Schroeder. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Ayton.
Catching the defender off balance. Schroeder with quick recognition out there.
The Lakers have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
And they shot their free throws at a measly 73% clip over the course of last season.
The first one falls.
And you know, Dennis Schroeder, from the moment he came into the league, showed tremendous confidence. He's never been the type to back down.
And he makes both free throws. 7 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Payne. Oh my goodness!
What a way to end the half there, guys. Big time 3 to take the lead at the buzzer.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Suns lead by 3. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. AD, you see how they're playing you in the first half. What's the adjustment going to be?
So we got to come out with a great intensity, and it starts in warm-up. So we got to come out with a great intensity, great mindset, and try to go out there and win the third quarter.
I have never heard anyone say it starts in warm-ups until now. Thanks, AD. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome back from the first half. Been a dandy so far. A dandy. You like that word, Kenny?
You know
it's
what?
a dandy.
My third grade teacher used to say that all the time.
That you're a dandy.
So this is a dandy of a class.
It is. And this is a dandy of a show. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet, Shaquille O'Neal.
What's a dandelion?
Well, basically, that's what the class was.
A really cool line.
Got it.
For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. Their biggest advantage of the period was 7 points. Just in terms of the second quarter, they were the better team, but there wasn't a big difference between them. Kenny, let's start with you. What do you think about the Suns?
Well, we can't look past the work that their reserves have done tonight. There was a big difference between the teams in terms of points off the bench. And that could be a big factor in close games. When you can lean on your bench for offense, it's a nice advantage.
Shaq, your take on the Lakers.
They've gotten a lot from their interior offense, and it's been a spark for them. And having that edge in the paint can make the difference tonight.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Anthony Davis really making a difference here.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Booker and Bridges are the wings. Then there's Ayton. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Craig in at the 4. Here's James. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. Caldwell Pope outside. Shot clock at 5. shot misses. And Phoenix the other way now. And for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's best when he lets the game come to him, when he's not forcing shots, not making things tough on himself, not making tough passes. You know, Smitty, a simple approach does wonders for him.
Kevin, you applaud the maturity of KCP to realize that he knew he needed to change his game to improve. Focusing on making the easy play has made him a very valuable member of this team.
Here's Paul after the made shot from Dennis Schroeder. Ayton with it. He's picked up by LeBron. And it's Ayton missing. Lakers trail by 3. Here's Caldwell-Pope, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Well, AD attracts so much attention. He's learned to stay patient and just locate the open man.
Bridges passes to Ayton. To the middle. And there's Booker on the assist by Ayton. Booker's got 10 points in the game.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Schroeder finds Drummond. Kicks it out to Schroeder for the tie. It's hauled in by the Suns. Now here's Booker. 10 points for him. That's tipped.
And a guy who blocks few shots, KCP stepping up and gets all of that one.
They get it again. The pass to Bridges. Takes the 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Diaz, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and an up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mention. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. And Harrell slams it in.
A big man with great lift. Montrezl Harrell loves playing above the rim.
Payne passes to Kaminsky. There's the dish to Johnson. Pass to Šarić. Over Gasol. The shot by Šarić, no good.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it. If you start the alley-oop, Harrell can usually finish it. He's an explosive big man with good hands.
Pass to Kaminsky. 1:30 left to play in the third. Back to Payne. There's the triple. Another 3 for Phoenix.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
And Caruso's got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. It's a 5-point game. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns.
Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Markieff Morris is checked in for Marc Gasol. Jay Crowder's checked in for Phoenix. Carter comes in for Langston Galloway. Suns leading by 5. Payne looking around. Intercepted. Here's Caruso. Kuzma outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That one good for 2.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
We've got 33 seconds left in the third. Passes it to Johnson. He's looking for Saric and finds him. Over Harrell. Phoenix no good that time either. Lakers trailed by 3. Now the pass to Horton Tucker. Harrell kicks to Caruso. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And some kind of switch must have been flipped at halftime because both teams are getting after it.
I would have loved to hear the coach's speech because they really took heed to it. Like you said, both teams playing at a different pace.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Suns ahead, up by 1. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Montrezl Harrell is out there with Morris, and it's Schroeder in at the point. That's the Laker 5. Harrell with it, now guarded by Crowder. Kicks it out to Schroeder to take the lead, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Schroeder's got the lead up to 1 now for the Lakers. Phoenix has gone to 3-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Booker against Caldwell Pope. Booker left side. Carter dishes to Booker. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul called on the Los Angeles Lakers. First one falls for him. Andre Drummond's checked in for the Lakers. Davis comes in for Markieff Morris. Phoenix also making some changes. Andre Ayton's checked in for Saric. Bridges comes in for Johnson. And it's Paul in for Carter. Both free throws good from Booker. Now Schroeder. To LeBron. Davis down low, defended by Paul. James looking around, kept alive. Second shot opportunity, and it's Drummond missing.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
LeBron against Booker. Pulls from the top of the key, and Davis pulls it down. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Caldwell Pope outside, and play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
And Phoenix making a change here. Craig's checked in. Pass to Booker. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Against Booker, a little contact usually doesn't go a long way. Strong body control there.
James finds Davis. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Pass to Craig. Ayton trying to break free.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
It's good on the putback. And the Lakers lead by 1.
They needed that bucket. The aggression of AD when he senses a big moment, not something you can teach.
Ball passes to Ayton. Booker with no one around, drills it from outside. Booker's got 11 points here in just the second half. And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Lays it up and banks it in. James has got the game tied up here for the Lakers.
When you need a big score, you want LeBron to at least touch the ball, and this is why.
The drive by Booker and the dunk by Booker.
And once he gets clear off. Screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
To the paint. Booker pulls it in.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
No, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
Bridges with it. For Davis. And James pulls it down.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
There's 57 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Booker finds Paul. And a miss there on the triple.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker. Los Angeles calls timeout. They trail by 2. 43 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Devin Booker.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during that last timeout, I listened to Frank Vogel talk to his team. He told them they have to keep fighting. He said, hey, look, we're right here, but we can't make mistakes. We got to be aggressive and smart. Back to you guys.
He knocks down the clutch free throw.
And really just a great rhythm at the line, whether it's a big lead in the first quarter or with the game hanging in the balance.
And the Suns call time here. They're behind by 1. 36 seconds left in the game. What's your take, guys?
Yeah, and looking at how much time they have, I think it's likely we'll see them try to get a good look and score quickly.
Booker against Caldwell Pope. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Andre Drummond with the wingspan of 7'6". It's going to be hard to get it over him.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. LeBron against Bridges. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Bridges. And it's James missing. Timeout called. The Suns, they're down by 1. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, what do you think?
And this is it, guys. Down 1. They've got just enough time to work it around for a good shot, and it better be a good shot because it's the only shot they have.
Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. And so it's the Lakers who come out on top here. What a show they put out here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, a close game tonight, but your team found a way, so what does that show you?
Well, I mean, you just got to stay even keel. You know, I told the guys no matter what goes on in the game, it's going to be ups and downs. It's going to be runs by both teams. Just stay even keel, play the game the right way, play aggressive defensively, play aggressive offensively, share the ball, and let the game guys take care of the rest.
The game gods seem to favor you, though. Congrats on the win, man. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Steve Smith, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. So long.
This plane is crashing. I'm yelling Mayday, baby. Yeah, you made of plastic, always overreacting, always for reactions, and I'm gonna go subtract it. My money always hiding. I got me a new chick that be calling me like Jasmine. X's and no mo's, I don't wanna know.
Up next, the Nets. Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on DAJ.
Hey, Kevin, we have seen D'Angelo Russell's ice in.
He sure does. Fantastic, David. Thank you. Kenny, your shot mechanics look polished, even back in college. Some guys take longer to have that thing look smooth and right and make. Here's checked in for Malik Beasley. The Nets have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
One shot.
Some guys just go along with the program. No questions asked. Other guys, like Kyrie, are deep thinkers who will question things they don't believe in.
The pass to Edwards. Back to Russell. Outside, Towns. The dish to Junior. 5 to shoot. Back to Towns. Jordan with the rebound. For Brooklyn, they've gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Kenny, I'm going to ask you to look into your crystal ball while you are here sitting by us courtside. In 5 years' time, who do you think will be the top 5 teams in the league?
5 years.
Go ahead.
Well,
don't you think like a Dallas would probably?
Dallas will be there. The Lakers probably still be there if Anthony Davis is healthy. The New Orleans Pelicans will be around. Zion turns out to be
is what we think he
he'll
is.
be
Right,
around. And then after that, it's a crapshoot.
The Milwaukee Bucks.
Oh, the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the next 5 years, the Milwaukee Bucks will still be there.
Towns with the bucket.
And, you know, you got multiple options with this guy coming out of the screen. He can go pick and pop on you. He can go pick and roll. Towns can hurt you either way.
Irving passes to KD. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Durant's got his second bucket of the night.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple. The NBA is such an international phenomenon, Kenny. Tearing up this league are some young guns who started outside of the U.S.
Yeah, Giannis, you know, Jokic and Doncic, you know, they come to mind. They're probably 3 of the top 10 players in basketball right now. You know, it's not, I don't even say it anymore. I don't say international player. I just say he's a player now. I never think about Giannis as an international player anymore.
Our game's been global for so long now that's a great point because, you know, we had Dirk, and we've had Nash, and we've had Akeem. You know, some of our all-time greats weren't from America.
Kicks it out to Harden. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Yeah, and that one, they just locked it down defensively, challenged shots, and really protected the rim.
Boy, I tell you what, I think you got to really appreciate the grit, getting dirty, staying engaged. That's really what defense is all about.
Took him no time at all on that one. Harden's got a couple of threes now in the first for Brooklyn.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now. Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Outside Durant. Back to Harden. Beyond the arc. That one doesn't go.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
Here's Irving. Banked in off the glass. Irving's got 9 points.
Wow, as a coach, I know you love to see this. Getting one of your best finishes, an opportunity in the open floor.
And here's Junior. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been... And speaking with Karl Anthony Towns earlier, he was asked about how the team approaches...
For us defensively, we stay very disciplined.
So they wanted... A new group in for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Durant comes in for Nicholas Claxton. Joe Harris is checked in for Brown. And it's James Harden in for Kyrie Irving. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got Edwards. Junior's out there with Russell. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Vanderbilt in at the power forward. And the foul called on Junior. That is his first foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Well, I like that sweet-looking shooting stroke that Towns has. So polished and efficient. His mid-range J on the money.
Inside, it's tipped. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
And there it is for him. Dinwiddie's got 6.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Here's Junior. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Junior's got the lead back up to 6 now for Minnesota.
And seeing Junior out there again, I was impressed with his time on the floor in his debut. Showed that he could pick his spots and contribute to this team.
Junior did not miss a beat when he came into the game, did he, Greg? Exactly the debut this team was hoping to see from him.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Harden has a wide open look. Off target with his 3. Gets it off. Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And even though, you're thinking maybe we don't need the replay in a situation like this, still plenty of time left in this game, and really it's about getting the call right.
Yeah, and the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing up the footage for the officials on the floor. The new process is making for quicker turnarounds, I think.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here. And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. Blake Griffin comes in for Kevin Durant. Brown is checked in for Joe Harris. And Dinwiddie subbed in for James Harden. Oh, my goodness! What a play!
And one for the highlight reel. And you see after multiple knee surgeries, Griffin can still get up.
They've got Griffin. He's out there with Brown. And it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Good! 14 points for Junior. And Junior, coming into the NBA from college ball, wasn't the top recruit from his class, Greg, but he showed what he can do.
Junior had some fantastic performances during his college career. Nobody was quite sure where he would land in the draft. This team's convinced that he can be a factor in the NBA.
And it goes down 2 points.
Tell you what, I don't think there's been a single shot that Irving has wanted and didn't get so far.
Here's Junior. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Back to Irving. Unloads. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. Timberwolves leading by 23. Jr. with it. 16 points for him. Pass to Hernan Gomez. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped. That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves finishing the quarter up. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew.
grinding, hustling it.
Signing bonus.
Checking out a location on asphalt.
Morgan Chester's a funny
Ironic,
motherfucker.
right? An Echo
God,
Lodge on
whatever.
Asphalt Ave. engine to save gas, but then I
Hey,
had
babe.
trouble restarting it.
That's my last time
Anyway,
forgiving him.
whatevs. I'm gonna
No,
go down.
baby.
I'll call
Like
you.
a champ. You wanna sit
I'm
down?
gonna be thinking
Really
about
latte
you
right now.
tonight. God, whatever.
That's right.
I should just start cheating too.
Absolutely. Play pussy,
Get us
get
together.
fucked. Man, you a genetic
problem with this
experiment
thing?
gone wrong, dawg.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, motherfucker. Your soccer's gonna look pretty on my
Okay
skin.
then, badass.
You wanna die, motherfucker?
You scumbag.
Don't even go there.
Hey, man.
Have a seat. Looking good. I love making people totes amaze.
That was fun. See you around. No way.
Take a look around. We have that in multiple colors. Take your time.
What's up, homie? How's everything going with you?
Great. Really great. How are you? Well, I know how you are.
So it's true what they said.
Report 240 west of the Benjelico Jewelry Store.
I'm sorry. I'm here for you.
Moron.
Hey, you lame, dawg.
Dalaquaya.
What can the best mechanic in LS do for you?
should be running better than ever. Now that's a custom job. What miracle did you want me to perform? Don't waste my time.